Religion is something that is inherent and crucial for believers. Each has its own identity. Everyone responds to these beliefs differently according to the culture in which they live. In this documentary, we will focus on three religions, namely Islam, Christianity, and Taoism.
Indonesia is the largest archipelagic country in the whole planet. Sambas, one of the regencies that has a lot of historical value, is located in West Borneo, the third largest island in the world. Historically, Sambas came from a kingdom which was then continued by the Sambas Sultanate. I think those were the reasons why the palace and the mosque has become one of the district's landmarks.
M. Saufi. S.Y. Saufi.
Bapak menjadi musisi itu berapa lama?
Saya 10 Januari tahun 2000. Berarti kan lebih 21 tahun.
Pandemi itu berapa kira-kira?
Kalau di bawah ini sekitar 600, di atas sekitar 300. Mungkin sekitar 500 ya lah, atas bawah. Biasa dari Brunei, dari Malaysia Barat kan, KL, mari Malaysia Timur, Kuching, Bilian, lantai Bilian, tiang Bilian. Kalau lapis ini tahun 1972 dia direhab. Dari tahun 1972 tidak berhenti. Kalau dari pusat, dari Dinas Kebudayaan atau Pariwisata, kalau atap sebenarnya sirap kan, dia bilang udah diganti, tapi tidak mau ngasih dananya. Sejarahnya ini hajah dari Sultan Brunei, Sultan Muhammad Safiuddin. Zaman Sultan dulu kan pakai cebok tuh, di tanah ini ditanya. Sekali datang dari Dinas Pariwisata, Kebudayaan dan Pariwisata Jakarta, dimarah tuh, langsung di bawah. Ini tidak pernah. Soalnya kalau mau tahu di sini kan yang tukang imamnya yang 1-2 tuh orang Salafi, kan tidak mau kesah acara ini, peringatan Maulud, peringatan dulu Quran, peringatan apa tuh, tidak mau lah. Akan nikah pernah biasa ya, enggak juga banyak. Cuma kalau tuh mimbar hajah dari Sultan Brunei, tapi buatannya dari Palembang. Mimbar asli ya Mas. Saya pun tidak tahu, saya mau berhenti karena dah tua. Umur saya kan dah 66 tahun.
As the youth generation, I think it's time for us to protect and preserve the historical heritage around us.
When you hear the word Singkawang, what comes to people's minds is about delicious dishes and vacation place. Singkawang has a lot of vacation spots, such as beaches and cascades. there are also religious buildings that are tens of years old or even hundreds of years old. One of them is the Catholic Church St. Franciscus Assisi. This building has been around since 1900s. This Catholic church operates on Saturdays and Sundays with a total of 4 masses per week. This church can accommodate up to 500 people in one mass. However, due to the current pandemic situation, this church can only accommodate up to 200 people per one mass. This church can be said to be one of the oldest churches, which can be seen from the interior of the church. In addition, there are statues found on the church pillars and one on the front of the church. On the outside of the church, there are also Maria's Cave, which is the place of prayer. In Maria's Cave, people come personally before starting to worship inside the church. They kneel in front of the statue and then pray fervently. People come from the surrounding area to pray in Maria's Cave or to worship inside the church. Overall, this church is one of the most extraordinary historical relics, and this church is also so famous. It is an activity that makes me feel amazed at the solemnity of Catholic prayer.
In Taiwan, there is a great percentage of Buddhism and Taoism. The temple density is almost as same as convenience stores. Taiwanese generally believe in Taoism and Buddhism. In the front of the temple, the stone lions are guiding the door. They are the mascot to guide the portal. According to the rules, they have to be in pairs, and they are generally left male and the right female, which confers to the traditional Chinese philosophy of yin-yang. Those square yellow pieces of paper are called just paper. It's about the mourning for the spirits. The worshippers burn them for the spirits so that they have money to use in the afterlife. The incense burner is the space we doing bye-bye. Bye-bye is the way of blessing to pray for good luck, safety, and protection. The incense burner has many sculptures on it. The sculpture is about dragon. The dragon is deified by people. One of the purposes of the dragon's appearance is to sign the omens of disasters. Everyone has a desire for good futures and a yearning for a better life. The divinity endowed to the dragon is precisely the circumstance of people's longing for the realization of these beautiful wishes. People not only hope that it can see auspiciousness, but also foreshadow disasters. My grandmother is a devout Taoist. She has visited the local temple every week for as long as I remember. Whenever something bad happened, the first thing she did was go to the temple and ask for God's protection and help.
庙遐拜拜，伊个生日我拢去妈祖遐拜拜。
啥物人的生日？
妈祖。
妈祖的生日你去？
嘿，我去庙里拜拜，妈祖庙遐拜拜，妈祖做行的，安尼去拜拜，保庇讲这孙仔，大家平安，干那孙，这孙仔大家平安顺遂，哦，安尼 好过日，安生活快乐，安就好啊。自我介绍呢。
The temple is some comfort for her, and that makes a part in her regular life a lot. Seeing my grandma's piety, I'm affected by her. When I have an important exam, my grandma always takes me to the temple. We pray to Wenchang Emperor for a good luck in exams. Wenchang Emperor is the god of culture and literature. After the praying, I take an amulet and keep it. Like my grandma says, the worshipping gives people the feeling of blessing. Generally, the temple also makes a strong meaning in my life.
There are many differences that can be seen from each religion. Tons of history buried inside. Even trying to think about it is beyond reach, let alone learning them all. And only in the safest hands does history could remain. Ours.